again, man. You look like awesome tree. X-Man. That's just communication. Come in, my yo.
Spiritual, metaphysical, mental, then physical. I'm in a perform miracle. Here I go. You too late to done miss me. I'm where your head. You too late to try to diss me. Wish me all types of bad fortune. But it's your own type, I'll be scorching, cremating like the blazing sun. Patar, say raw, I'm the one, son of the sun, therefore can never burn. My car reigns immortal for an endless turn, metamorphosizing in endless forms, natural disasters, earthquakes, tornadoes, and violent storms. Heed this man and the message that he sends. You got no wins against AD's revenge.
Kill them all, them are you just stand alone. Right. I wanna go and train and for we all kill them all. Right. I go commit you with the crown. Hear me now. Cause in the long say the tree, they come full of that. Lay me down, fine, turn it in a boat box. Right. 9 old screw, holding down that. With the Chris looking the Rasta no banta. Man a mark man, in pocket of a fat. I come in and stop us and son, why don't I dance? Call the ambulance, quick, no brother, after you call the ambulance. Call the doctor, we want no fun of cynic and time preserver. Cause this one was over this of all in the home. Oh, they want X, but the big standard. Never know how to committee, I was on by trainer. If I do so off with this son, boy, just refrain. We murder boy for money, we no murder them we pay. Kill no dead and then we take the blame. Pocket my father, we not feel no pain.
Don't you attempt to diss me and think that I'll pass up. I'm putting a new meaning to the term life. Just say what up. Burning your body beyond specific recognition. In other words, the term disintegrates the definition. A sacrifice by the Most High's warrior. So stick around and my sound will get glorious. Those stories like fairy tales telling a balance of scales. Now yell at my breath when I inhale and exhale. Deep, slow, long, strong, and fluid. You know the time of the next line, that's how me do it. With each inhalation, me taking more courage. With each exhalation, me push out more fear. It's time for money, go warrior to flourish. My time's not near, no coming to get my time's here.
Let's make amends. Go Rafa is let's make amends. Cause this a murderous bit, let's make amends. From enemies to friends, let's make amends. Cause this the 80s revenge. Who know hear me, you come hear me live and direct. Dance is up on the mic, God want him to be fresh. Pick up a mic and plug with him, you know enough respect. With the hardcore rig, yo, I excel. I'm here to work the hip hop circuit for a little step. Me down, rock a muffin, if it's not nursery rhyme. Turning out a dancer, yes, I'm inclined. Not the way to the mouth, to the way to the with the most time in. Never scripting or ripping, just cold chilling. I turn it up and dust it down, you know like to man. Tell you in the doing it, but your game is weak. Go giant, Alibaba, and it's 40 cause you're a pirate on the heart, dog without a leash. Who is they don't know what they Godfather? From the Godfather, they don't take his order. Move from here, you wanna be gangster. Boy, they might get on the lyrics and the trigger. Me come and lick down, shut down the informer. In the cookie worker, me say traffic locker. Just tell it to your mother and your father. Tell them hardcore committee in the area. Boy, they wanna fit the yard, we run the land. Let's make amends. This a murderous bit, let's make amends. From enemies to friends, let's make amends. Cause this a 80s revenge.
80s revenge.
So, Brian, would you like to tell the class what you'd like to be when you grow up?
A scientist.
Scientist? Smart choice. How about you, Lelania?
A lawyer.
A lawyer? You'll be a good lawyer. So whatever you kids want to do in life, you can accomplish it if you stick to your goals. So is there any more questions, class? Desi.
Excuse me, Austin Dre. I want to be a rapper. What does rap really stand for?
Rap stands for reprimanding all perpetrators. I'm Awesome Dre and I came to demonstrate a new style. That's kinda wild. While other rappers choose to be mild, I say what I feel. Down with Ivy Neal. Got much money, don't have to steal, cause I'm well off. #1 in a spell off. It ain't a man in a land I won't tell off or beat down. to the concrete ground in the street, right here in Motown, my town, Detroit murderers, yes. The city's quite scurrilous. I deal with it on a daily basis. Ain't got time to be fighting with the races. It really ain't about the color of skin. It's all about how you begin from within. Are you fake or are you authentic? Sleep on that thought for a minute. Now, back to reality. What's the problem? Lost your morality? You don't like to hear the words I'm saying. Tough, cause that's how it's laying. The real ones out there, they know the time. That's why they support my rhyme. My songs are strong and never will weaken. You wanna know why? Cause I'm frankly speaking. So take that L and stuff it, cause he ain't nothing but a people's puppet. When I say people, not relating to the masses, only the kind that will tell you kiss their asses. If you want a job, don't even turn a knob. The door to opportunity is locked to a slob like you. So what you gonna do now? They don't consider you highbrow. They sit you on a pedestal and make you look good. I wish they would. They ain't from the hood, they're fake. Never say what's really on their mind. They just say what they think you wanna hear all the time. They don't speak the truth, they never talk frank. Compared to me, they're like a bike, I'm a tank. What an idol for a kid to look up at. What's gonna happen when the kid is up to bat in this game of life that we play? Every day, another sucker gets blown away. We don't want him to have the heart of a sucker. We want him to be a strong brother. Don't do that, that's not right. It's not nice to cuss, it's not nice to fight. Skip that. I say what I want to say. The First Amendment made it that way. Learn the facts of life, skip the fables. I'm teaching knowledge, these working turntables. My songs are strong and never will weaken. You wanna know why? Cause I'm frankly speaking. They don't wanna play me on a radio station, cause they might get an early vacation. What's the explanation for the situation? Haven't you heard of realization? This ain't a fairy tale or a story. It's real life and it can get kinda gory, not hunky-dory. Cause it's do or die in my territory, don't get me wrong. I'm not a racist, but I hate it when my people trade places. You know where you come from, son, so don't act dumb. Talking that we shall overcome. Bull. Don't tell us what we can't get. Get in our way and you'll get your skull split open. My army is scoping. Just like a rodeo, I will be roping you. So what you gonna do? Matter of fact, shut up, let me continue, sure. It would be nice to eliminate violence, but you can't, so you must get it straight. And I hate when people try to block it out. Ignore a situation, you know what I'm talking about. Critics and censors on the radio don't wanna hear the truth, so they don't play it, so what? My record still sells well. You hear them on the streets and in the clubs as well. Long as Dre's collect and pay, no stupid sucker tells me what to say. My songs are strong and never will weaken. You wanna know why? Cause I'm frankly speaking. What's more appropriate, radio or television for the children? Parents must make a decision. They can hear it, but they really wouldn't comprehend. But if they see it, it really would sink in. They run out and imitate the actor. That's the key, a real important factor. All of the violence in TV today, I can run off a list of shows, but that's okay, I'm sure you get my point. They're smoking cane, rolling joints, committing murders and using scandals to exploit prostitution in forms of extortion. That's an example, a very small portion of material exposed to the public. But they don't care because they live it and they love it on the other hand. A radio program, don't wanna holly hear a man say, damn, that's stupid. They're living in a fantasy. They're blinded by imagination and they can't see a maybe. They're just plain weak-hearted. No one has before, so they don't wanna start it, take a chance. Spark a little controversy. I bet the people eat it up like a Hershey's. My songs are strong and never will weaken. You wanna know why? Cause I'm frankly speaking. Frankly, I don't give a damn. HCC, Hardcore Committee, Detroit City. Ruling. Iron Hand.
Around the corner, I'ma get unfold. In the meantime, time for rap.
What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast, the hottest #1 podcast based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, Jay Gutta, Brother King X, Blatonio Todd, and the rest of the Hood Smoker Squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or two, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude, and get ready as we snap into the Hood Smoker Podcast.
What up, dog? Welcome to the Hood Smokers Podcast, episode 188.
What up, dog?
Jay Gutta.
Welcome to the Hood
Got
Smoker.
Blatonio Todd in the building. What up, though, homie? I know Brother King X joining us soon. We're getting a late start. Sorry about the light, and I'm gonna try to stay in the right spot so y'all can see me clear. But it ain't about me tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's about motherfucking DJ Butter tonight. We gonna be celebrating. Dope ass guest. But now the Hood Smokers inside the joint. What up, though? Wicked Solitude in the building. What up, though, everybody that's tuned in? If you new, just hit that subscribe. Nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? They trying to shadow ban us because you know our content, and we ain't gonna change that content and shit. That's why we rock with people like Brother Marquise, you know what I'm saying, and Dice, you know what I'm saying, people that push the motherfucking limits, you know what I'm saying. So we rock with people like that. DJ Butter, legend, you know what I'm saying. Detroit, he been doing it forever in Detroit. And we got this Good Dope Sells Itself. We got the album. I put the links down there in the description. Check it out. And they got the podcast too, the show. Check it out on YouTube. The links down there in the description. It's called Funky Fresh in the Flesh. Check them out. Yep. I actually got a track here. It's called The DJ, featuring Pace Wine, some Detroit shit that DJ Butter has sent me. I don't know if he wanted me to wait to play it and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I got some other stuff lined up on the round table, some dope shit. I found some old school, dog, let me tell you this. Easy B and DJ Los hit me, 1988. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. That's what's up right there.
Yeah. And so we got DJ Butter tapping in at 9 o'clock. It's 8:31 now, so I want to get some music in. So we'll play this joint right here. We'll call the DJ Butter Shout It To Me, featuring Pace One, Detroit shit, 313. Let's get it. And then we'll jump into some shit on the round table. I got some dope ass Detroit hip hop for y'all. And sorry about my light. I meant to say that. You know what I'm saying? The light, and I'm trying to. Or did I say that? You know what I'm saying? Throw them age.
Oh yeah, we're off to a little start, man. Yeah, my signal's pretty bad, so that's why I haven't turned on the camera yet, because it was all choppy. So yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, I had me blown up at first because I didn't know you were on there when I was playing the intro. I just now got us both the same size. So
no worry.
But I'm gonna play this track real quick. I'm gonna mute my mic.
I bet. Me too.
The DJ. Let's go. DJ Butter. That was the DJ. That was exclusive. DJ Butter sent that to me. I don't even know if that's out. That might be on, we'll have to talk to him about it. That might be on this album. DJ Butter and DJ King David. Good Dope Sells Itself. Make sure you check it out. It's on Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, anywhere music can be found. We got Brother King X in the building.
Hey, what up, though?
Now the
What up,
dog? Inside the joint. What up, dog?
How the Hood Smokers inside the joint? Yeah.
Everything good, Joe? My Brother King X. I was gonna jump into this old school Easy B and DJ Los hit me, 1988.
We're going through it.
All right.
Yep, let's peep it.
Hell yeah. Taking them back.
Jab a little bit more, okay? Jabbing up on top, jabbing to the body, jabbing up on top. A couple more shots to the body, then go over top. Right hand on the chin is perfect right now.
Get in the groove, because it's time to move. The bass is thumping, and the beat is smooth. The voice is nice. Of course it's me, the one and only Death Drum. Easy beat, I spread something like icing. Make them pay the price and beat it so bad you would think I was Tyson. Stress the kill with the magical feel this is reality. In other words, I'm real as ever, and cannabis could never be fake. You wanna battle me? That's a big mistake, cause MCs stop me, but I just swiftly devise a plan to dust them all simply by picking up the mic and getting right to it. Yo, looks, tell them how you do.
I use dedication as medication to cure myself and prove to the nation as a destiny. I will proceed to keep giving the crowd what I know they need is satisfaction, a well-known reaction. To most people that enjoy rapping, it's hard to do, but a pleasure to my fresh producers to pull me through. It takes time to demonstrate a deaf rhyme, but if you don't believe me, just listen to my lines while I sit back, put on the drum track, think about all the rappers who talk smack, grabbing the mic as if they were to incite. The frown on my faces, they began to recite, but it's a dream. Just an image they seen. They didn't know DJ Los was the one and only king of rap. Ruling it, and I'll be cooling it. You suck at MCs, you're like a two-bit drilling and trying your best to omit me. I just sit back and let your weak rhymes hit me.
Smooth, cause I'm a poet, here to let you know in case you didn't know it. I never choke, no time to joke. Don't preach, just teach, it's time to take notes from the narrator, MC Terminator. Wanna be myself and not a perpetrator. Communicating, meaner than Satan. I'm talking about the cuts and the lyrics I'm stating. Harder than hard, tougher than tough. I keep serving MCs until they had enough. DJs, I'm back again, so cease to spin. Every lyric I recite will be well-said trend. Obligated, I've made it to the head on the box. I keep them unstraight to my episodes. I'm tired of your theories. I take a stand, I'm the professional series with the beat on fire. The wheel never tire. The bass drum will kick as the snare gets higher. Add it as a beat and temper with the beat. Be sure to be astonished by the words that I speak. As I was thinking of this title, it seemed to be vital. To think of a groove, put on a black piece of vinyl. Slow dance and keep going with the music flowing. Indulging in the groove and the style that is growing. To pick the rhyme roughly or even rhyme swiftly. But when I wanna move, I just let the beat hit me. Get money, yeah.
Alright, DJ Los. Shit. I was about to do another one with Marquise, but yeah, taking them back. Detroit hip hop. Salute to everybody that's in here. Wicked Solitude, that's CMD Calc, everybody that's in the building.
What up, though? What up, Wicked Solid? I see you.
I dropped a lot of old school Detroit shit in here and shit, but I definitely got to play this joint because it was produced by DJ Butter. DUK, shout out to DUK, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dogmatic, aka K-Stone, you know what I'm saying? But Kingdom Come. This the video. DJ Butter sent me the email of the MP3s. I'm like, I already had the video lined up, ready to play and shit. Like on this one, you already know this shit gets rotation in the Hood Smokers Podcast. Salute everybody. Tonight we celebrating Detroit. Like always, we celebrate Detroit. We celebrate hip hop though. We all the way down. We got Blatonio Todd down there in Tucson, but he's gonna be in Detroit. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and play that. Play a commercial. We're gonna take a short 1 minute, 2-second commercial break real quick to let y'all know what's popping this Thursday night. The Hood Smokers Podcast. Yeah.
With a couple little different like surprise lives we might be having coming next week. So yeah.
Yeah, make sure you in the building. Let's check it out.
What up, dog? The Horse Trader presents for one night only, Thursday, April 27th, an unforgettable event you don't want to miss. Celebrating 50 years of hip-hop at the legendary Sting nightclub, with live performances by Mr. Nasty as he wanna be himself, Brother Marquise from 2 Live Crew, and the neighborhood shit talker himself, Dice.
The neighborhood
Rocking one stage for a memorable epic experience. DJ hosted by DJ Henhouse. We will also be having an ass-slapping contest you will just have to bear witness to. Sponsored by Monte Cristo, MG Diamonds, and the Hood Smoker Podcast. You heard? Don't be scared, just be there.
Hey, y'all ready for this? Yo, y'all ready for this? Yo, what up, Joe? What up, Joe? Yo, what up, Joe?
Yeah. Good? It's Thursday night, 2 live Thursdays at the Sting. And Blatonio Todd will be in the building too. And Wednesday night we got a special guest. It ain't been announced yet. We ain't gonna announce it yet. We know who it is, but let's just say that, but we ain't finna announce it yet. It's to be announced. And you're gonna have all three in the D.
3D.
Tucson, Detroit. Antonio Todd will be out here in Detroit and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a special night, Wednesday night and Thursday night, you know what I'm saying? So it's going down. Shout out to the Mad Butcher if you tuning in and shit, dog. Shout out to the Mad Butcher. You know, I was just
Mad Butcher, yeah. Shout out Smoking Joe.
Oh yeah, shout out Smoking Joe for sure. Shout out to the homie Hush. We got him coming up next Saturday, Detroit legend. People wanted to know if they could ask certain questions. Anybody got a question for any of our guests, you can drop it up under the flyer, either on my page, on the Hood Smokers Podcast, anywhere, and shit you see it. You can drop the question, we'll ask it, you know what I'm saying? So he dropped the question in there for Hush. So, you know, I figure maybe we'll start doing that, because I noticed Nori be doing that shit, like on Twitter. He'll be like, you got any questions for Wiz Khalifa and shit, this and that. So maybe we'll start making posts. If anybody got any questions, y'all can just drop it and shit, and we'll ask the guests.
I think that's a good idea. I mean, yeah, we're open to that. Yeah, just send them our way.
Yeah, no doubt. So look for that on every social media platform where we at.
I mean, don't get us wrong. We do see the comments and stuff like that, even the hate and everything, but we don't entertain it. So, man, just that being said, no.
They fans in denial, bro. That's all it is.
Fans in denial.
Oh yeah, I found this when I was searching up DJ Butter. It's a throwback. It got T-Dot and Lil Duke, Rock Bottom, classic freestyle. You ever heard this, Brother King X?
I think I had.
Okay, I'm about to play it. It's DJ Butter and T-Dot and Lil Duke of Rock Bottom, classic freestyle.
T-Dot range, Rock Bottom, till it's over with. Main event, we came to spit. That's how we do it, gangster. Linwood Dexter, Wade Street, my man Big Boot, Lando in the booth with us. That's how we do it. Linwood, baby. Yeah. Hearts drop when the shells is busting, and you dropping them hot tracks, not the shit they sell at Justin's. T-Dot serving things from bricks to herbs and cane, getting over like I'm merging lanes. Niggas know that we gon' ride, and it's like I'm giving you change for 20 with these 4-5s, and you know my gun is with me. Stay in the clubs like Killachipmunkproductions, I run the city. Wanna bow us gun and hit me, and I keep that shit that made Bobby fall in love with Whitney. I run and gun like Bibby for the funds and lump sums. You saw what they done to Biggie. I'm the nigga most husbands envy, cause they bitch be buzzing. Come for those buds at Remy, then I rub on buns and titties. For the 150s, yeah I fuck, but I'm busting quickly. Take gay on runs to many, and if you talking slickly, then the slugs in the gun are empty. Love the stickies, roll slabs for bucks. The last time I held the sack was when I grabbed my nuts. It's the youngin' generation next. Rent a base and bets, a blow a stash that wins replacing bets. I'm suspect, how that sound? Gun in my vest, and I run with the best like Kwame Brown. T-Dot, in the dough, gotta pay me not to spit a flow, but if you want to get it phone, I'll let me get it low. Yo, the main event. Wade Street. The east side bully of this rap shit. Yo, niggas cop a little something and they wanna start rhyming on it. Bandanas for thugs, not to put diamonds on it. You family blunted or slightly high. You get your shit river rock hard like Friday nights. I double the bars you spit, cause I'm twice as nice. I'm Bob Barker in the spot, cause my price is right. Whether we grind and blow or grind and bricks, I don't keep changing, my only dimes is chicks. What I rock under my clothes, block shots like goalies. Beat
meet me at the Source Award and get shot for your trophy. Since I came to the game, shit didn't change. Not the industry, I'm talking about bricks and cane. Jump in front of a round, land under the ground and sting like bees when dum-dums come from the pound. Slugs that go up your chin and come out your roof. Niggas that catch a heat stroke when I come out the booth. If you hard-headed, how many shells can your earth take? Set up shop and put crack in the streets like earthquakes. Fingertips get blisters from bagging a blow. Another one trying to take the last drag of the dro. 1200 for a package of blow. And I keep an audience full of guns that'll clap at your show. You can't find a nigga harder than me. The whole city behind me. Everybody know we stars in the D. Dub B, nigga. Forever homicide.
DJ Butter, yo.
DJ Butter. Shout out Rock Bottom. See that little Duke. That was so fire. I found that when I was just looking up. He posted that 12 years ago and shit. It might even be older than that. That was just when it was uploaded on YouTube. Or at least where I found it at on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That was not. But shit, since we got Hush coming up, how about we play one of Hush's joints? I'm trying to get as much music as we can get in before 9 o'clock hits. I see you, Cap C. Tap in. You always leave a message in the round table asking if we live. I send the links in there. Tap in, homie. It's Fired Up by Hush. He'll be joining us next Saturday.
Tomorrow is a long time coming.
Shout out to the homie Hush. He's doing his damn thing. He's been doing his damn thing for Detroit too, for the city. Not just in hip hop, but for the actual city too. Or if he taps in before that, let me see if I can play some music off of here, off the DJ Butter and DJ King David Good himself. Let's see, we got SoundCloud here, so we should be able to play it. It's everywhere, I'm telling you, it's on everything. Let's go ahead. Just put it, hold it down.
What up, though?
I'm hearing something playing. That's it.
Please, man, I got these cheeseburgers, man. No, that's okay, we already ate.
I don't know if that was the track. Hold on, I'm gonna just hit play on it and see what it plays. Whatever it plays. Let's go. Good dope sells itself, DJ Butter. Intro.
Why this nigga walking up on us like this, man? What up, though?
Hold it down. Yeah. Hold it down.
They want us to stop, but we ain't going nowhere unless it's a venue and with the winner shows there. They want us to stop, but we ain't going nowhere unless it's a venue and we're doing the show there, displaying our skills, cause that becomes so rare. Talent is scarce, like us with their own hair. Integrity said, it seems I'm the soul air. I'm holding it down, I'm playing my role there, I'm holding it down. I ain't going nowhere unless it's a venue and I'm doing the show there. I'm holding it down. I've been doing this, my life is more than real. Since 9-6 with Clef and Lauryn Hill. To you, my life is probably like a foreign film, looking like it was produced by Jordan Peele. I was 23 when I signed a recording deal. I'm double that now, but I hunger for it still. The music that we all fiend for like orange pills. You can hear it from Old Town to Forest Hills. I bang it while I'm toasting my bread and pouring milk. Then dance like Diddy, that's just my morning drill. They play it while I'm shopping around and forming mills. It gives me an enormous thrill. It makes me wanna slam my car door and ill. Stand up on my heels and file a strong appeal. With everybody listening, made with more zeal. To cherish it and keep this thing growing like chlorophyll. Motherfucker, we ain't going nowhere unless it's a venue and we're doing the show there, displaying our skills. They become so rare, talent is scarce. Like us with their own hair. It seems I'm the soul here, I'm holding it down. I'm playing my role there, I'm holding it down. I ain't going nowhere unless it's a venue when I'm doing the show there, I'm holding it down.
Grind, nigga. Shine, nigga. I bust my gun for me and mine, niggas. Off the chain, off the meter. They call me Rufus, they call me Peter. I blast that, give me your ass cap. Walking Coney bitch like, sir, where's your mask at? I'm blowing zones, I'm blowing chrome. Make a white bitch give me your student loan. Higher than the clouds. This loud, so loud, it don't make a sound. Pray with me, lay with me. Matter of fact, you and your girlfriend should stay with me. Off the oxys, don't do Roxy's. You catch me slipping, then go and pop me. Bizarre is your hero, nigga. I've been jamming since Attack of the Weirdo, nigga.
We ain't going nowhere unless it's a venue and we're doing a show there, displaying our skills. Cause they become so rare, talent is scarce. Like us with their own hair, integrity's dead. It seems from the soul air, I'm holding it down. I'm playing my role there, I'm holding it down. I ain't going nowhere unless it's a venue and I'm doing a show there. I'm holding it down.
I've been doing this before my grown man bills. When everybody in the D was trying to get a deal. When SV blew, then we knew it was real. Turn on MTV, CD12 with purple pills. I just did a song with Bizarre and the 9 Porter, but them dreams fade away as we got older. A book full of rhymes and I'm scraping up dimes to pay Mo Master for that studio time. But the rent due, phone off, girlfriend bitching at me. Baby mama filed on papers, Wayne County getting at me. Problems piling up like your girl weed bundle. Trying to survive through that Amazon jungle. I kept writing rhymes way beyond my prime. I charge you for the bars, the shipping is free. Got a daughter with CP, a teenager to feed. Too old to hold the block and giving hood rats cheese. So now I watch my health cause I ain't ready to leave. But I stick to my diet, I still eat MCs. From Highland Park to the Bricks, B-Boy Reds, Bizarre, Pace One.
Yeah. Debunk that. Hitting MCs in the head with the crowbar.
There's one outsiders up in here. You hear me? Your speakers. Expensive.
And together we gonna all get cheddar.
Shout out DJ
But you must understand where it started. It started with a lot of battling, just going to a party here, a club there, getting into a, you know what I'm saying, a freestyle situation.
Stability. People love it. And when you have WoW Internet, that's exactly what you get. With 99.9% reliability, we bring you the most...
We got DJ Butter tapping in 5 minutes. We got DJ Butter in the green room, chilling, probably smoking and shit, you know. We're doing the Hood Movers podcast. Yeah, I ain't smoking at this moment. I just actually smoked a couple blunts before I came in. So we got a late start and just get as many tracks in as I wanted to. Shout out to homie DJ Low, so I can see that. Here's another old school throwback. We Don't Need You, Swifty McVeigh, Silvio Vega, DJ Butter, Kill the DJ. On the Hood Smokers podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got Silvio Vega in the house tonight. He just came off tour. He's gonna tell you a little story about where we coming from. All these hating ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? We don't need you.
Many ought to know I'm tired of fucking with me.
Me and Butter get live, cut fools down the side. See, this game is some shit, y'all gotta analyze. Wanna be up in this? Is it in you to survive? Gotta go by the books and really can improvise. Wrong game, fella. You might not wanna try a hand at this game that could be broke down like fluffy cannabis. Standing on the corner yelling what it look like. Nigga on the same corner yelling what it cook like. My long run hustle got me coaching like Russell. Let the rest be players. I exercise the mind muscle, get farther, working my talk box like Roger. Detroit Dodger, or that unnecessary drama. Cock back mics and dump bodies in the harbor. Twist back wigs and spit flames quite proper. And while y'all wanna sabotage, it's the same old preview.
Flat out, bitch, we don't need you. What's up, you know what I'm saying? Straight up don't need you, know what I'm saying? Let you know that. Bitch, DJ Butter, 9-9, you know how it's land. Detroit.
So while y'all band can't bounce, I Earl Flynn is a trademark. Never get dumb in this game, you gotta stay smart. Bust a demon, better aim for the heart. Move product through the city, but I cook it up in Highland Park. We talking backbone, tell all these rap clones and kids trying to act grown. It's over cause I'm back on. Striving, y'all spit dirt on Slum, M. Royce and DZ. Next week, back to dick riding. We've been doing this before, this was the thing to do. Trendy motherfuckers ain't even got a clue. To my dog still with me, always real with me. Strange to see like real titties in the world, real shitty. City when I rap like Vanish. They bite it like a sandwich with both hands, bitch. I spin the globe, hold the axis. Top 10 Terra Max, Julian Coke grabbing, Earl Flynn, fella shooting ball, pointing javelins. And when y'all wanna sabotage, it's the same old preview.
Flat out, bitch, we don't need you. DJ Butter,
we don't need you.
Sylvia Vega, DJ Dance, my nigga Swift, bitch.
We don't need you.
9-9, you know how it's land, Detroit.
Oh shit. Look who walked in the door. It's my nigga Swifty McVeigh.
See, I don't need you, guy. Your purpose here is through. No more irkiness with that hoe shit you do. Niggas biting the hands that feeds you can lead to assassination. I ain't bullshitting, it's true. You the victim of being the patient. See, I specialize in separating the real niggas from the fake ones. Up in the lab is where you catch us. We shake cops that get your sketches. Y'all don't affect us. You making the hood hotter than Texas. So I must awake hoes. Sleeping on this lyrical exorcist.
Snake niggas.
I watched you slither from us like y'all body snatchers. I don't know which nigga to trust, and you steady asses the same thing. Y'all just don't want to see a nigga prosperous and make change. Niggas Swift won't. I see you haven't grown a spine yet. Real niggas other than us ain't been designed yet. Frontin' on me is like releasing a wide threat. Where I'm at, player Haitian can poison the climax. Me and my boys don't buy that. That's why I pack. There's an eagle, eager to put it where your eyes at. I see you lack being real, pathetic. You prosthetic. Get mad, bitch. I said it. I don't need you,
bitch. DJ Butter, 9-9, you know how it's land.
Shout out to Crazy Noise Productions. Subscribe. Much love.
Lost again. Lost again.
Got enough with these motherfuckers. Ill, and that's for real. Got enough with these motherfuckers. Ill, and that's for real. Got enough with these motherfuckers. Ill, and that's for real. Got enough with these motherfuckers fighting.
Swifty McVeigh. Sylvia Vega.
Rest in peace. What it be like? What up, though? This is High Class. And this next hit is from No Coast. It ain't where you're from.
It's the right thing to do.
Kill the DJ. Throwback. DJ Butter been doing this shit for years. We got him tapping in any minute now. It's 9:01 on the dot. We got DJ Butter in the green room. I'm pretty sure he knows how to link up on Discord and shit.
And she worked very hard here on being sister.
Brother King X, you still with us?
Yep.
That's what's up. Blatonio, Todd, I see you cruising and shit in that Arizona sunshine and shit. That's why everybody you wanted to retire and go down there and shit. The weather ain't going. You better bring some hoodies and shit, dog. I think the weather's supposed to be like in the 50s and shit. It might even snow. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
All right.
Might want to bring some scullies and coats and shit if you got one.
I see Blatonio Todd sporting the old school Bloodhound Gang look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Butter's saying he's here and shit in the Discord, but I don't see him in here. I left a message.
Does he need some help? Does he need some help getting in? Or?
He might need some help getting in. He might need some help getting in.
Almost back.
All right. But we'll play some music while we waiting real quick. Let me see what we got right here. I'm going to just click on this. Shout out to Dog Matic, rest in peace, Proof. Got Obi Trice. Dog Matic. Let's get it. On the Hood Smokers Podcast.
When I'm in a pinch for time and
Detroit hip hop tonight, we got DJ Butter. Dog Matic's topic page. We don't like you.
They need to know this is some sick note shit, yeah? They need to know that shit. That's also some chromatic shit, you hear me? That's dogmatic and proof, you hear me? We don't like you. Like what? We don't like it. E-Shaw, we don't like you. ICP, we don't like y'all. Let's go back before rapping
rubbing and mixing and toasting and dubbing. When I was making bread without a loaf in the oven, I snipe at your closest of cousins. Put you on a poster for fun. See that? Now don't do that. Blew back your weird, that's how new jacks get dead. After a few tracks and beers, kicking new raps for ears. Y'all ready to die like Big recorded? When your flow is shittier than rigor mortis. For all the kids deported, I rid the borders. I swallow the weed, jump the bridge and shoulders. Niggas that run the deep don't use words like shh. You heard? Proof is now it's on for now and on. I'm a moan while I plow your home. Spit flames, now nigga your brows is gone. You ain't shit, I'm 1,000 miles from wrong. I'll eradicate your mind. Your mama has swallowed you, or your pop poured out on you. I don't like you. Overnight hike with mics that have many little trife fights with dikes. Have mountain climbers, swipe the pipes. Wow, then yo, white snipe your life. Over my verses, niggas high from the spit. You don't even hear the boom, cause you die from the click, little bitches.
Don't like you, Maddie, don't like you, we don't like you.
So what's that now?
Don't like
well, I guess it's something that you got today. Y'all want my secret?
Shout from Detroit, it's Saturday night. As I bite down on these shoes, I'm bound to fight. Snatching ice on sight. Devil's night. Give me 50 cents worth of gas and a rag to light. Hey, yo, we blowing up your house. You think you playing? We blowing up your house. Know what I'm saying? You an accident waiting to happen. And just as soon as I'm finished rapping, my 380 about to start clapping. You better hope that I'm high when I see you. And if I'm high, still I hope you by when I see you. And if I'm sober, it's all fucking over. You better hope you never see the Matic no more. Get your little ligaments tore, have your jaw sore, attack your whack ass like a fucking wild boar. Poke the hardest nigga, treat him like a whore. My face in the dictionary under hardcore. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Matic, don't hit me no more. Punch him in the nose and shoot him in the shin. Let him know me and them whole niggas ain't friends, man.
I haven't even read, not even. So,
don't like you, Maddie, don't
might as well tell her all about baby.
Like you, don't like you, Maddie, don't like you, we don't like you.
Yo, I don't even like you, dogs, but since you here, I might as well throw your ass up out of that chair. Put you in the figure 4, grab my beard, crack you over the head with it and buy some more. I'm so secure with my thug life that I rarely start fights. I just wait on y'all. Come on, Obi Trice, the name's on me. Right. Dirty like the dozen you hear on CD, or sick like the notes. Dogmatic wrote. Nope. No joke, get smoked. Vote, funeral, front row your folks. I'm just a man with a Glock in my hand that plan to send slugs through niggas I can't stand. Since hate's the topic, stare these niggas dead in the optic and watch the Glock spit, nigga. Cause we don't like you.
Proof don't like you, Maddie don't like you, we don't like you. Proof don't like you, Maddie don't like you, we don't like you, bitch.
Rest in peace, Big Proof. That was featuring Obi Trice. That was featuring the homie Dogmatic. And like I said, rest in peace, Proof, Promatic. That was that shit. But we got DJ Butter in the green room right now, y'all. Blatonio Todd's giving him a hand on the Discord. You know how a lot of times we're even new to it. You know what I'm saying? We're still learning, even though this is episode 188. We started using it after episode 100. So we've been only using it for 88, and we still learning. And we've been using it for almost another 100 episodes. Yeah, get ready for that 200th episode. You know that's gonna be a classic right there. They all classics though, real talk. But we got DJ Butter in the building. I'm sure Blatonio Todd will be able to get him on here. This is they had the homie Black C on there. Shout out to the homie Black C. He came on 420. Make sure you check out the Funky Fresh in the Flesh podcast at the 420 with Argyle Posse here. I'm gonna blow it up real big for y'all. Check it out. So let a little bit of this play. Let's get the hit a little bit. Okay, Vlad, shout out Vlad. Let's get the hit.
Playing with it, and then
I say by 91, when they stopped coming to the studio, I was making beats. They stopped coming to the studio. I just started rapping on some of the beats, playing with it. I made this song called What About My Niggas, and I took Too Short concept where you say, you name anybody in the song, they're gonna want to play it. He said, so that was always my thing, to throw a few of the big dog dudes who, who bosses or ballers, put their names in it and they gonna play it, and I did a whole song to just naming everybody in my neighborhood, what they do. I may say, my boy Budweiser, he looks fly, this and that. I say,
check out Funky Fresh in the Flesh. If you haven't already, y'all go down there in the description and subscribe, check them out. Dope podcast. We support the other podcast, other shows. You know what I'm saying? We don't call them all podcasts, but shows. You know what I'm saying? Because we do other things besides just a podcast. You know what I'm saying? We look bigger and better things. We go on the Roku TV, baby. This summer, get ready for that. But we're waiting for DJ Butter to tap in right now. I'm gonna play another track off of the album. DJ Butter up in here.
Wow Internet is good internet, and good internet is fast, reliable, and can even come with a $0 price tag. That's right, under the Affordable Connectivity Program, you can get speeds up to 1.2 gig at a reduced cost, or get ACP Internet 100 for free with no data caps and equipment rental fees included. If you don't qualify for ACP, no sweat. We've got plans starting as low as $19.99 per month. Check your eligibility today at Huawei.com/ACP. Wow, good internet. Wow. Taxes and fees may apply. One benefit per household. See Huawei.com/ACP for details.
At Kroger, shopping with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in store.
That shit gotta go. We gonna have to let's see if we can play it off something else real quick. I don't think it's logged into Spotify. It's on everything. Step up. Alright, yeah, here we go. Watch it smoke. That sounds like a good one, right? Oh no, we was gonna play Tribute featuring Pace One. Let's go.
I love this shit. Oh.
Alright. Well, check out DJ Butter. The link's down there. Y'all can check him out everywhere. He's about to be in the building live with us. Hold on, we was getting, I muted Blatonio and Brother King X real quick just because we was getting back noise while the music was playing. But I just unmuted them.
It's calling up your
Let's see what else we got here.
a fucking currency call that this motherfucker will pop up.
Oh yeah, so you see this? I'm gonna play you a short. It already, I don't know how many views it got yet. But look at Nori was drunk as hell this morning. He went live and I caught some of it.
Hey Chris, don't do that shit.
Hit me up. We here. We posted it all for everybody. It's a 3-hour conversation with a drink chat. Drink chat episode. What's up? What's up? What they want to talk about? It looks like when my grandson does it. Yo, don't do it to my son.
Yeah, he took this down, but you can find this on the Hood Smokers podcast. You want to see Nori drunk talking shit. He getting mad, he feeling that pressure. I mean, shout out Drink Champs, you know what I'm saying? We had Mr. Lee out here. I was shouting out Mr. Lee. That's what's crazy about, what's his name right here? Shampoo to get on the Hood Smokers podcast. He was playing devil's advocate for Nori because Nori was on the nut. But you know what's even funnier than these videos? Nori drunk as hell talking shit because the internet getting to him and shit is because
pick up.
It was the what up though? It was the whole fact that he got that Fat Joe call, dog. That's what had me rolling. He got that Fat Joe call, and he posted it on Instagram, the Fat Joe call. But here's a short. It got 2.2K views already and shit. And I just posted this shit. I'm gonna play it real quick. We got DJ Butter in the building.
I love him. You know how hard it is? Hold on, Shampoo. You know how hard it is to be friends?
We got DJ Butter in the building, y'all. You got this shit. There we go. I'm gonna blow you up big. So we gonna be small. Alright, what up though, family?
What up though with you? I finally made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I straight? Shot, move it up the camera. Is that straight?
You're sideways because we made that shit big.
I got you.
Yeah, my bad on the, usually I got the halo and shit, but we was running a little bit late, my engineer, so I had to keep it moving, rushing. I'm glad we got you on here on time and shit, so I mean, it took a minute. Like I said, a lot of the OGs, they ain't up on, we still learning the Discord, you know what I'm saying? We was on Zoom, like the first 100 episodes, but we like the Discord because it keeps everybody kind of in contact. Like when we throw the episode up, you never know, like JD from the Lynch Mob or Black C, we was playing a little clip of y'all's interview with Black C and shit. Might tag you be watching and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of builds a family in there, you know what I'm saying? A former guest. So it's pretty dope. Yeah. So what's good with DJ Butter? We was hyping you up and shit, telling him like you been doing this shit for a long time. I mean, Brother King X did talk about you on the show. You're talking about the magazine and all that stuff. But when did you get into hip hop? Like, when did DJ Butter get into hip hop?
Well, you know, just realizing, you know, it existed. You know, watching, you know, hearing Christmas rap and Curtis Blow and the breaks and you know the typical records that came out in the '80s and stuff like that. You know, growing up on North Lawn and Puritan, man. You know, all my homeboys had the whatever was on the radio. They had the cassette tapes, and my boy Craig used to always have the tapes. And you know, I used to go down there and listen to his tapes. And then until we seen the videos of Run DMC, you know, on TV and watching Jam Master Jay scratch. You know, I really wanted to, you know, be that. You know, watching Jam Master Jay. You know, so going to school in Highland Park. You know, coming up in Puritan, but going to Highland Park, I had formed a little crew with my homeboys Patrick and Alonzo. We had a crew called Sudden Strength Posse. You know, it lasted a short period of time. My boy Patrick got killed. You know, we was young, 15 years old.
Remember the Arsenal from Puritan? Remember the group, the Arsenal?
Yeah.
See, I've been telling Gutta how far I go back with because we come from the same hood.
Yeah.
You was just offline in Puritan and I was on Monica.
Wow. Yeah, Florence. Yeah, shout out to Miss Barton. Rest in peace, Chili D. But yeah, anyway, my rap buddy died at 15. So, you know, he was just trying to get us some, you know, money to get in the studio. He died selling dope. And after that, I just really took matters in my own hands. You know, start, you know, doing my DJ stuff heavy. You know, I created a magazine, you know, Funky Fresh in the Flesh. I created this brand back in high school. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I took that as just a way to get in the game and connect with people. You know, and then I finally met like Proof when I, you know, like right my senior year, I met Proof. You know, Proof was, he reminded me of my homeboy that got killed, you know, a little bit. So, you know, just hanging around Proof, going to the Rhythm Kitchen and, you know, the Mecca, watching what he was doing with Maurice Malone. You know, I just started recording the boys early, you know, like getting drops from them and things like that. You know, eventually, like, you know, doing, you know, mixtape where I had drops from them as well as, you know, national artists. I had mixed those guys up with the national artists just to compete, you know, just start booming my own mixtapes, you know, from high school on up till I started making albums in '99. I put out my first album called Kill the DJ. It's featuring.
I remember that. I had that.
Yeah, we played a joint off.
Yeah.
It
was basically like it was just saying like DJ support Detroit music. That was my whole fight, you know, with Kill the DJ. I wanted, you know, all the struggle I was going through trying to sell mixtapes in the hood, running up and down the different avenues and stuff like that, watching record stores get shot up, you know, owners going through shit like that just to try to pump Detroit hip hop. You know, and I was mentally going through stuff myself, so I called it, you know, Kill the DJ. But it was a fight to get, you know, Detroit music heard. You know, we had a deal with Southwest Wholesale back in '99. You know, casting, you know, they didn't really know the value of what I was doing with D12 and Royce the 5'9" in '99.
Right.
So I tried it again. You know, the distribution sale. You know, distribution was funny with, you know, because we was competing with, you know, Cash Money and Street Lords, all that stuff they had out back then. You know, serving the world quick. They had
Southwest Wholesale had some cats, bro. They had some. They had South Park Mexican. They had South Park Mexican. They had South Park Coalition. Everybody who was doing anything from Houston, even Lil Flip, even had something that was even on Southwest Wholesale, bro.
I helped Dice get on Southwest, and the Street Lords was there. You know, so when they went bankrupt, I said, let me fuck it, let me go get another album, do another album before my boys like really take off. You know, Southwest owed us all that money and shit, so I didn't want to, you know, be self-defeated. So I went back in the studio, did my second album called Shit Can Happen. It featured all the who's who in Detroit hip hop again. D12 put that song, you know, the theme record from that onto their album, Devil's Night. You know, and we kept on moving. I helped Raw Collection do the re-up. Eminem took that re-up and redid it over his version. You know, I started doing stuff with Boogie Mandaro, Royce the 5'9". You know, really doing solid albums, like compilation albums myself, that's like A&R and stuff, you know, A&R my stuff myself, just to kind of do my own J. Clue thing. You know, that was my goal, like in the early 2000s, to be my own radio station. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So now,
you know,
yeah. No, shout out.
Man, because when I was in high school going to Mumford, man, and Central, you know my guy, brother, me and Rock Sykes, that's all we used to get was your mixtapes. Him, it used to be me, him, and Joe Klein the Hooligan. All three of us hung out together.
Shit, I remember seeing the DJ up there in Planet Rock in Southwest. Used to be on Vernon, then they moved it over there on Springwells, and then they got it shut down. I remember seeing.
Yep, I used to go to Mumford. I went to Mumford for a year, half a year. I got into it with some guys from Township, and that Oak Park kicked me out.
Oh yeah, them dudes.
Oak Park.
Yeah. I went from Highland Park to Oak Park, then stayed in Oak Park for 3.5 years. They kicked me out. Went to Mumford. We got into it with some heavy people over there. So, you know, I got out of high school and just really stayed focused. Cause, you know, at that time I thought I was gonna die and all this crazy shit. We was going through a bunch of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just got out of high school just to really stay focused on recording niggas and documenting histories, and, you know, really taking proof of them to the studio.
Right.
Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rest in peace, Big Proof. Well, being in the game for like damn near 3 decades and shit, what do you think about Detroit hip hop and like what's going on now in the state it's in? Like, you think because I like to think that we're kind of up there now, like even above. Like, shout out New York. We've had our last couple guests was from New York, but before you and shit. So I mean, no hate on New York, but I feel like Detroit kind of getting a little bit of shine now. Like it should have been getting back when like the Awesome Dre's and the Merciless Amirs and everybody was popping, and then even in
we should have been shining since the Detroit Most Wanted days, since Awesome Dre, bro.
But like I said, you know, even you look back at that, a lot of them cats was dissing MC Breed. You know, it was like a lot of them, you know, they was shooting for the top. A battle, everything was a battle. We battled in the hip hop shop. These young niggas ain't really battling like that. They battling, they shooting each other when they battle. But they ain't really trying to mess up each other money like that. They really collaborate even if they don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of cats from the hip hop shop, you know, they didn't record. A lot of niggas ain't put a lot of records out. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then, you know, in the 80s, you know, with Smiley and Detroit Most Wanted, a lot of them kind of left early. A lot of them went to Atlanta kind of early. You know what I'm saying? While I was kind of, you know, curating. Everything was kind of up on an uprise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. That's a fact. You got a question, brother Kies?
I hear you.
When the next time you gonna be up at Gino spot?
I'll be there probably the next maybe 2-3 days, man. I'll be up there hollering at Gino XO making some beats.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'll probably go up there and record probably Monday, something like that.
Okay.
So what you been got going on now? What's DJ Butter doing now? Like what you got popping now?
Well, I got the Pace One album. I'm about to drop another video off that album. The album is called Good Dope Sells Itself. It's out now with me and DJ King David, B-Boy Reg, Bizarre. I'm in Four Eyes. I got an instrumental album I'm working on. I've been down here doing some podcast stuff, of course, with Funky Fresh and the Flesh and B-Boy Reg. I'm also doing some documentary stuff. I got my big homie T Stucky gonna help me out with it. You know what I'm saying?
T Stuck, the man appeared to records, bro.
Yeah, that's the big homie. Yeah.
Bought everything from Peer to Records, everything from East Shrine to Detroit Most Wanted to ICP. They had it.
Yeah.
I had K-Stuck first single.
He's a hip hop fanatic, bro. You know, he always been. You know, when I used to do the magazines, the Funky Fresh and the Flesh magazines, I used to walk in the Puritan Records with my magazines and stuck to buy every magazine I had in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Every time. You know.
So would you say Funky Fresh and the Flesh was the first Detroit hip hop magazine?
Right there.
Yeah, we one of the first. Yup, it was
Underground Sounds, Mark Kemp, remember?
Yeah, Mark Kemp, he was right next to us, you know. Yeah.
What up, though?
What up, though? You all right?
My battery died right when I was trying to help you get in, man. So yeah, man, I'm glad you got in. Welcome to the show.
I'm a little old school up in here. How to figure it out.
Yeah, he's flying from Arizona to Detroit actually Wednesday because we got Brother Marquise coming up here to the Sting and shit to do a show on Thursday night. So he's hosted it. We got Dice up there and shit. I heard Jack Frost might be in the building. I heard Los might be in the building. I heard a lot of people might be in the buildings.
So yeah.
Yeah, so if you ain't got doing nothing, it's a Thursday.
Yeah, if you can make it, man, it'll be an honor to meet you as well.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Brother Marquise, that's what's up.
Yeah, Brother Marquise reached out to wanted some Detroit help, like producing his music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we hooked him up with him and Stretch Money gonna do a song together. We had that up for him and got DJ Los producing the beats.
Yeah.
It works, yep.
That's dope.
Yeah. You know, we always trying to put the spotlight on Detroit, though. Even though we celebrate hip hop worldwide and shit, we had guests from all over. It's Detroit. That's the home team. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Mix. I had him up in Detroit. DJ Mr. Mix 2 Live.
Oh yeah.
That's my guy.
That's what we trying to get, man. I love Mr. Mix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
So what's the you feel? Is there any difference doing the podcast game than the magazine game? Like, is there any difference to it besides the cameras?
Well, back then, long distance calls kind of kept the overhead high. You know, we got text messages now. You know what I'm saying? Cell phones. I mean, back then calling LA and all that, man. My phone bill, man, coming out of high school, I spent more money on that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Coming up.
Yeah.
Than, just flashing and you know what I'm saying? $600 a month phone bills and $700 a month, yeah, shit like that, But you had to be ready. MC8, I have my number, or Kid Rock, or they call and you see a strange number, you gotta be ready to call it back. If you're not there, you had to work to keep it on and keep things going on.
Yep.
Print magazines was different. It was a whole different world.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Spell check and all that. Recognize I used to go to Kinko's and try to get much as I can done at Kinko's. They had these copy keys, and I used to spend so much money at Kinko's. Then I caught on. I said, man, they had the numbers on the copy keys and how many copies you made and shit like that. So I found a way to just drop my copy key and throw the numbers off.
Right.
So I come to the front with my numbers off. Just so I get my shit done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, I only make 10 copies, and I made 700 copies.
Real talk right there. Yeah.
Man, I remember I used Kinko's to make the album cover back in the day.
Oh yeah, shit! I remember doing that shit with the Young Guns back in the day. Well, I don't know where we made them copies at, but it was Xerox shit we used and shit. We had that shit up in Gibraltar's, had it up in Rocket Ages. We had that shit. That was in '91 shit.
It was card stock and everything.
Yeah,
we made them boys to the crib, cut them up, put the J cards and with the tape and everything. Was up in motherfucking post middle school like I got tapes, nigga.
Right. You think the internet's helped the hip hop game?
I hear you.
You think the internet's helped or made it harder on the DJs?
I think it just it's a gift and a curse. I think the sweat equity is not there no more. Like we had to really get out and meet people. Like the art of texting people kind of still throw me off. I like to call and hear people's voice because you get thrown off from a text message.
Right.
You know, one of my homeboys who really in the street, but it made sense to me because we sit back and logically talk. He was like, man, he said the world came to an end when the internet came out. It was just like, he said you get to learn too much too fast. Just like, people get to Google God and do all that stuff so quickly, and you can pass a Harvard degree and you know what I'm saying, overnight.
Yeah, they're in the time where they want everything right away.
It makes a lot of sense though,
Real talk, the internet, the computer, and all this technology. That's the witchcraft that they speak of in the Bible. That's what they speaking of when they speaking of witchcraft and sorcery. The technology is the witchcraft and the sorcery right along with the drugs. That's the witchcraft and sorcery right there.
It's evident, man. I don't like to get too deep, but it's evident, man.
Brother King Jackson will get us break it down like that. But I guess that's one way to look at it. I feel like it helped a lot of underground artists.
About it being like a gift and a curse. Yeah, I agree. It's like it's got good benefits that we didn't have before.
Right.
But then you see what it's was.
I mean, you got Instagram got kids looking at a bike instead of wanting to ride a bike.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly.
And then,
it's just that way.
Yeah,
I think one man from the next man, like they going, oh man, I'm so glad to hear that about you in the text and everything. But you don't, like it's so much more power in the voice. You could just tell somebody being,
all right.
That person could send you a text and he's going,
right.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, man? I remember one day a while back I had text Nip, and Nip text back. He was like, call me, big homie. He was like, I want to hear your voice, big homie. So I had to get on the phone and dial him up.
Because how can you really show emotion in a text? Like emojis and
That's
shit?
so real.
You can say anything. You can say, I wish the best for you. That person rolling their eyes or something like that. It could be
I check my father to text me. You know what I'm saying? I hate when my father texts me. Like, let me hear your voice, man. Fuck that,
Fuck that.
Hell yeah. Blatonio Todd, you got some questions for DJ Butter? I know you always got
so how long you been in this game for? Because like I'm learning on it, as an outsider and stuff like that. But I did my research and I seen that you've been doing a lot of stuff. You got a lot of stuff under your belt. I've find that out. That was producer, not just DJ. You know, like you've been producing. That's dope.
This is a Detroit hip hop legend in every aspect. And when I mean he's a hip hop legend in every aspect, I'm not judging by the catalog of the fame. I'm judging by the actions and the works of the deed that the man puts in.
Oh yeah, as soon as you put in DJ Butter, man, you pop up right away, man. It's got a lot of, you know.
I mean, I'm almost 50, so I done been around, you know, the best of them. Blade Proof, Dilla, you know what I'm saying?
What's up?
You know, Kid Rock used to call my house as a kid trying to get in my magazine. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I had George Clinton call my house trying to get in my magazine. You know, telling me to keep up, you know, sending me packages. Back then we had the brand going, you know, just putting mixtape and the music hand in hand, you know, with the magazine. You know, always carried a DVD, a VHS, VCR, a camcorder, I'm sorry. We so back, you know, dated now, but I always carried a camcorder with me over the years. From Eminem doing his Warped Tour the first time. You know, going there, watching him do his show, going to his show, man. The first time I went to the Warped Tour with him and Ice-T and Proof, you know, it was a fan throwing ice cubes at his daughter at one point. You know, we went to the gig and, you know, he was hitting his daughter with some ice cubes. We was over there trying to fight the guys. This day one, you know, when he got over. You know, got on and shit like that. So, you know, I've been around there just like from the beginning. Always wanted to make the DJ important here. It's like, you know, the art of waking up and hearing our own shit is so important. You know, it's like it's empowering. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be a walking radio station myself. You know what I'm saying? With news station, you know what I'm saying? Just the all around promoter, you know.
Right. That's what's up, man. Yeah.
Been there, you know, day one and a lot of it, you know. Seeing Nazi Ski at North Plain with my mother at 13 years old and pointing to my mom, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? Right. You know, just for real, you know, so.
Man, I remember I ran into Mossy Ski, I think 95, 96 at College Pizza. And he heard me and my homeboys freestyling and gave us a card. That's when he had started Double Barrel Records.
Oh, okay. Yeah, with the outfit in it.
Yeah. The outfit wasn't even on there. They weren't even out yet.
So you was on the Warped Tour with him?
Well, yeah, day one, he did his first show in Detroit in Pontiac. Ice-T and everybody was there just watching that process. You know, day one, you know, from when D12 first went on tour, being there with Bugs and watching Bugs stay home and them guys go on the road and me keeping Bugs busy, you know, before he got killed, you know, we just, you know, that type of thing. Yeah, just seeing the whole, you know, the whole rundown when Royce and D12 was beef and they used my songs as like subliminal message towards each other back in the days and you know, shit like that, you know, things that I didn't even know nothing about, but my platform was developing and you know, I was the go-to guy, you know, doing those mixtapes. I think a lot of it, you know, we misutilized a lot of it, but you know, I was there day one, you know, without all the divide and conquer. I was just a fan of it all, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real talk. No.
Yeah, I just want to let you know DJ King David's in the building. What up, though?
Oh, what up, though?
King David, what up, though?
What up, though?
Yeah, we played a few joints off that album, Good Dope Sells Itself. That shit was fired, most definitely. We played the track with Bizarre. And we played that one track with DUK and shit that track's definitely fire. We played that a few times actually and shit.
Yeah, shout out to DUK. Yeah.
On here. Yeah, they came out. We had Jay Rizzo on as a guest, but shout out to K-Stone, aka Dogmatic. They all came on and shit to premiere the video before Jay Rizzo came on, and we called it the Detroit party because everybody was on there. He was like, "OG K-Stone in the building," showing them love and shit.
Yeah.
So it was pretty dope. Yeah. Because we always leave our platform open like that with the Discord, how it's set up. So like if you anybody you
after this episode, you got access to you always got access, man. Yeah, we don't.
No doubt. Yeah.
You guys want to show love to like that's what if you had somebody like saying anything that was just a little bit left that you wanted to correct and stuff, we leave that door open too because we don't stir the pot. Our main thing is keep it hip hop and we're about building a team really, like.
Indeed. Yeah, indeed. That's what I'm about, bro. Right.
Yeah. That's.
You got any shows coming up?
Well, actually, I did a 420 show here a couple days ago. I came in from the West Coast, came into town and did a 420 joint. We working on something. I want to do something for August 11th. That's my brother's birthday. That's the day hip hop was born. I'm working on something like that. But we just had the 420 show. DUK was just there. Diadon, Mud from Fire, Ella, Jack Frost was there. MC Lee from Detroit was on it.
That's what's up.
Yeah. No, I see pictures. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, we're just pushing the brand, Yep. Me and B-Boy Rage gonna hit the West Coast and New York soon and gonna mess with some other guys to get them on our show, get some content,
Yeah. Everywhere you film everything, everywhere you go and shit, like document everything you do. Like since back in the day, since you was rocking the camcorder with the VHS tape in it and shit.
Yeah, I mean, because it was, back then coming up, it was like seeing us believing, especially my father was a musician. He was a drum major at Mumford High School. So when he didn't really continue it, he was kind of hard on me with the music. So, he was always like, yo, don't be jamming J, be Ron.
Right.
Document yourself. You want to be in front of the camera. Why do you want to be in the back of the camera? And all of me watching Jam Master Jay build and all that stuff, and me finally meeting him before he passed. I just took note of that. Just document everything. What's so crazy? When I met Jay, I didn't even have a camera. But but all these years, my father was just always, if you meet Jay-Z, take a picture. Take a picture. So I take a picture and show it to him. Like, look.
And you still got the gem of the memory, though. You got the gem of the memory, so I know that But
yeah. Just people was filled with doubt more. With the music after Motown left, and it was the car industry was overshadowing the music industry, and the family was filled with doubt with the whole building. I like to draw, I like to interview guys, I like to produce, I like to rap, I like all the elements. So just to document was important because by the time we got out of high school, bro, we had to make it a reality, a real reality. It was, it was just you gotta believe in yourself and carry your confidence on. I used to go up to class and be like, "What up, though? I'm from Detroit. I need a picture. Here's my mixtape." You know what I'm saying? And the whole nine, it was just like we gotta make it. That was the goal.
Right. That's what's up.
Yeah. Real talk. Yeah. Man.
Go ahead, Blatonio, with your G hat on this shit.
What was that?
I said, go ahead, Blatonio. Got that G hat.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying, no, that's real talk right there. I just, I feel like Detroit is like to me, I think Detroit doesn't get enough credit actually, and I don't know. Do you agree with me, on this? That I think, as a whole, and that, I'm even talking from outside of there. It's just I think it's been slept on a little bit where it needed more credit. It's like.
Well, I mean, it starts with us. I mean, it's just we got to create what we want to see, and I think it starts from. I mean, you ask majority of the artists, have you ever been to Hitsville? And a lot of cats can't even start from there. You know what I'm saying? So you don't appreciate these moments, bro. That's just where I'm at. We building and keep throwing it. We credit each other because it's gonna be. Well, for a long time in our world, we would build off battling each other. And we couldn't pass the baton of Big Sean properly or be Trice to even, come on everything properly. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. Yeah, I feel you on that, man.
And look at the early 90s with them battling MC Breed. I mean, he was the best thing smoking. So we just unborn from that, bro. I think a lot of them cats, in that era, they had put out records and the CEOs died as soon as the records came out, and they kind of shortened things. Like, as we interviewed cats, Merciless, Amir, and a lot of them guys that put out records and the CEO died. And, it's not enough back catalog history and, documentation. We just making up for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. Yeah. I mean,
it was a lot of that, bro. Soul Man, AWOL, Soul Man say they spent $800,000 on their rap career. And he didn't even get a chance to really showcase his stuff like he did. Wanted to do properly. I think him not being recognized in the DIA book kind of hurt him more than anything after they. Be deaf. Them guys, what I'm saying? They did a lot for the culture, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, that's facts. So what do you think about like the Blatonio usually ask about like the generational gap in hip hop? Like,
that was gonna be my next question, but yeah, you beat me to it, man. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, we kind of talked about it, but you weren't on here. But we talked about like the Detroit hip hop scene. What do you think about hip hop in general? Like how the new style and shit of music that they like radio and shit like that they're playing.
I mean, I think the young guys are having fun. It's what Tupac was saying, that he wanted music with a substance to be out there more. But cool, we got it. It's a lot. Our economy is changing. I think it's just it need to be to a point where cats just take more pictures with each other, celebrate with each other. Maybe we need to have 200 MCs out taking pictures with with all the old and the young. Maybe we need to have Eshawn birthdays in Detroit. We need to have Trick birthdays and bring those guys out.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Let them guys, we photo op it, at least start from there. Then we record music or, movies or whatever we need to do. I think we just getting there. I think we came from an era of blackballing each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our fucking shit with that shady movement, it was a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas do a lot of that shit.
Right. Like the real story behind why there was the no-fly zone and shit. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah, the no-fly zone. Yeah, and that's what I mean. But I think you guys kept it more real, is what I was gonna say. Like where the blackballing stuff that goes on.
But you look at it as like then we did all of that, but where's the value in proof music today?
Right.
Where's the value in Obi's music today? Obi is the first platinum, black guy from Detroit.
Yeah.
We had, it was more dark clouds around our shit than anything. Niggas was beefing before rap, so it was just time for us to build our economy, man. You know what I'm saying? I think to see you see GT and all these guys building foundations and all, it's a beautiful thing. You know, I think we got so used to tolerating each other, you know, and get, you know, to somebody's dead, and now we, you know, we overly celebrating, overly, you know what I'm saying? But,
right.
Yeah.
You know, I love Detroit hip hop to the core. I'm just telling you, and I've been there. I've been around, you know, cats wrong, you know, who's immortalized today, like from the street lore element to you know what I'm saying, to Royce D12 or Improve, or you know what I'm saying. There was a lot of stuff going on, man. So we kind of
There's a lot of good stuff that was behind the scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a lot of, you know, we didn't immortalize each other like we should have did properly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
I agree.
We have fight music. You know what I'm saying? We
fight music.
You know, no disrespect to the boys. You know, I'm just talking. I mean, you know,
right.
I'm a survivor of it, for real.
Real talk.
No doubt, I remember those days. It's still like that, cut. I mean, I don't go to the clubs as much as I did in my younger days when I was doing shows and shit like that. Even back in the days when like Bizarre and them guys was hanging out at St. Andrews before M popped and all that shit back in the day. So, like, I remember the rave party M threw over on Mac and shit with the iron coffins with the motherfucking security and shit. That bitch was wild as a motherfucker.
Yeah. A couple.
That's what I mean. I remember reading somewhere they said while other cities is putting people in jail for rave parties, the city mayor of Detroit throws the biggest one in history, talking about the Techno Fest or whatever it's called, the Electronics Fest, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah.
That's something else that Detroit created. They say Detroit created techno, like that style of music.
I've heard about that because, like, well, I got to Ohio, and they always just mention, you know, like Detroit, and it, you know, branching out to them, you know.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Pretty much any
Shout out to
genre of music, yeah, came from Detroit. That's why it doesn't really make too much sense why Detroit did get played the way it did back in the days, like didn't blow up like New York did or the West Coast. But I think we get.
I mean, we just hard on each other. I think we just we are a two-finale city, man. I think you know, the drug dealer overpowered the MC sometime, you know, and I think that
really
fucking you know, the car industry overpowered the record industry. It's just, you know, or the movie industry, you know, and you know, that's just it. You know, cats like Mossy Steve deserve a trophy in this motherfucker, man. He deserve a statue. You know, he deserve a Mossy Ski Day. It should not take a death to do that. They should not play him like a Temptation that died. You know, but that we hard on each other when it comes to that. You know.
Well,
we hear.
Go ahead.
No, we hear more hard edge hip hop on the radio than you know the Dilla stuff. You know, we hear Vezo over Dilla. You know what I'm saying? And it's, I would love to hear a Proof birthday mix on the radio sometime, or Blade, or that's curated. You know that. You know that's restoring the pride. You know.
Paying homage, and you know,
they can even play Smokey Robinson all day on his birthday. Let's at least try.
Amen. Yeah. So
that's facts. So what do you think about you heard about 50 Cent doing an 8 Mile series here in Detroit?
Long as he you know, help out with securing some of the, you know, getting some of the homies involved. The Strikes, the Miss Coronas, you know what I'm saying? The people that was involved in the first one, if he can get them kind of behind the scenes, you know, because our culture is more fancier to him than it is to Eminem.
Right.
So we can't out hustle. We can't out hustle 50. So we just keep the homies involved. That's all. You know.
Yeah.
That's just it. You know, I'm it's a beautiful thing to hear about PAs on the BMF. You know, to me, you know,
No, I feel you. Yeah.
No, I love
To me,
that.
that's like when they have people like playing the wrong roles, you know, for different stuff, you know, historically. Let's get it right. Let's have some real homies in it. Let's not have like Elizabeth Taylor playing Cleopatra, that kind of shit, you know. But in the Detroit, you know.
What's so crazy about the Lamar character on BMF? Man, I swear, I used to see that motherfucker every day, and I didn't realize till I seen Blade. I'm like, hold on, that's the same one I used to talk to at the bus stop. And I'm like, damn.
I think it was DJ Los we was talking to about the BMF series, who said that one thing they fucked up though, 50 fucked up, was the music and shit. Like in the club scenes when they clubs, bars and shit.
Yeah, get it more active.
Yeah, on some real shit. That's the reason why I go so hard. I really would hope they would dig deeper in that type of stuff. Like, you know, it would be beautiful to hear Prince Vince and Gangsta Funk and that stuff. And
see,
Prince, you know, it's like,
or J to the D.
Man, it's like, you know, and no knock to Eminem. I wish Eminem performed with a Esham t-shirt on sometimes.
That'd be dope, yeah.
Hey, you know what?
That beef wouldn't happen, you know.
It would change everything. Much as he do Master Ace and all them guys, it's like, that shit would be so fucking.
Hey, you know what? I watched a couple of scenes in BMF. I swear that Eshawn's booming would have been perfect for the scene, for a couple of scenes, bro. Sitting down in the crack house, serving my pay. It's a bass head, I just blow on the wood. That would have been perfect. That would have been perfect for the intro of BMF, bro. I mean,
that would have been
He deserved it, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eshawn for real.
Because that song represents that time period in Detroit. So does BMF.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he came out, 87, around there? 87? Shit. 88?
80s, yeah, early on, yeah. Because
I remember Homie Don't Play, Erotic Poetry.
Erotic Poetry,
Yeah, no, Eshon definitely, as a Detroit legend, nobody can take that from him and shit. Now, I feel like he don't get the props he deserves either.
No, he don't. Shout out to Eshon, man. He recognized me going through a lot of shit in Detroit hip hop. He was the first one to take me on tour, the Sacrificial Lambs tour. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that tour. Y'all was in Denver, Colorado. At the same time because I was at Gorefest.
Man. Yep, man. He let me get a track on his album, you know. We did 20 shows together.
DJ Buzz.
I remember he was down there with the picket signs, him and TNT with the Gotham City picket sign down there at the Soul and shit.
Yeah, rest in peace, TNT, man. He was calling us the whole time. Yeah.
So I know you said you had worked with Dice. Did you ever get a chance to work with Perv? Rest in peace, Perv.
Yeah,
I did a song with him and Bizarre. I got a song with them. I never put it out. Dice situation was pretty much he was signing Fallen Angels, and I helped him get a distribution deal.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened, and him and Caution, Fallen Angels, they, you know, at that time they needed distribution with Black Monday, and I turned them on, you know, to my connection with Southwest at that time, you know.
That's what's up. Yeah. That was definitely that's a classic album, Black Monday.
Yes, it is. What up, though? All them songs.
Yeah.
For me, Sister Man, busting shots with ill best I can, and fire. Bitches be on my bro, we two bitches. Bitches be on my dick, I'm jacking off on your dishes.
What you over there smoking on, DJ Butter? What you got over there? We are
This will put on some 420 shit, man.
okay. Yeah, it was like that might as well be a national holiday. I swear to God, because I was hitting all the dispensaries. They had tents set up, DJs out there, fucking food trucks, all that shit. It's like it should be a national holiday and shit. I believe 420.
I was almost thinking like moving in the future because with this trip I'm taking also, you know, even though it's days after 420, I was almost put smoke a podcast almost to try and include something always like for something in conjunction with it. Just
You know, it's so funny, man. We knew this was medicine when we was kids, man. It's like 14, 15, like, you know, you get in trouble with your parents and all that stuff, but you kind of knew back then it was medicine then, you know?
It was almost like a movement. I be telling my son and shit, he's 19 now, like how that would like Cypress Hill, all them guys was out there like trying to do, even before that, with like Cheech and Chong and shit, Willie Nelson, motherfuckers like that. It's always been a movement to legalize weed and shit.
Yeah.
And Michigan always been a hot spot because we had Ann Arbor where they only wrote you a ticket even when it was illegal and shit. So we had the hash bash every year and shit.
Right.
So even when it wasn't legal, we still had the eyes on us and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I think we had a little bit of an issue just because being so close to the border where it was coming from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Get them pounds of brick Mexican weed for like $85 and shit.
Oh, coming up here, yeah. So I think that's why they might have been a little bit,
I remember when I was in Cali with my big brother, we to the going to the burrito spot to get mine burrito turn, which ain't illegal in San Francisco. Man, I just know I'm about to go to jail because all I know five Mexicans, one brother.
Oh shit!
And we all got on the same. Man, that's what's up. Dude who told me if you got marijuana in the car, let us know. This is San Francisco where we can get less than about 15 pounds of weed.
Good internet and good internet.
Damn.
I was like, wow. Only thing they looking for is heroin and crystal meth and other shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They just something.
Man.
I'm like, is y'all serious?
Yeah.
In Michigan, they try to give a nigga 10 years for a dime.
Looking at these tracks and shit.
Yeah, and I was gonna say also, DJ Butter, do you have any like works in the mix that you can like? I mean, of course we can always give that away, but it was like, do you have any things in the mix that you might want, you know, like promoted in the future and stuff? Because I was like, or anything, give us a hint on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, actually, my album with Bodie James, The Art of Rock Climbing, my album with Bodie James, I'm pressing it up on vinyl. It'll be here soon. It got some bonus tracks on there. Y'all stay tuned for that. You know, my label is putting that out. You know, when I did the album, I did it with Mass Appeal, Nas's record label. But, you know, I'm putting it out physically on my label. You know what I'm saying? So that's coming soon. You know, that's exclusive for you guys.
Yeah. So mention the label for everybody to hear. You know, like
my label's called Crazy Noise Productions, man. Y'all stay tuned for more stuff on there, man. We got the Pace One album out right now. Good Dope sells itself. Yeah. The album with me and DJ Dez is out. It's called A Piece of Action. Y'all can check that out. It's on iTunes. Piece of the Action got Corrupt on there. Hell Rail from Dipset. Cocaine from Ruthless Records.
Yeah. Oh shit, that was somebody that me and Brother King X was talking about, like trying to look into.
Rail, both them cats.
So we got to look forward to y'all interviewing next on Funky Fresh in the Flesh. Can you let us know? No, I see you got Black. See, I got your page pulled up right now so the people can see it.
Well, y'all stay tuned. We got some new stuff. We got Cadillac Dale coming up with Soulful Moon, and he had a hit record that Big Sean sampled.
Oh,
Yeah. I switched it up. We got the R&B cats on there. We got Paradise Gray from X Clan is going to be on the show soon. Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's somebody we really like tapping into a little bit. Yeah.
Hey, feel free to send them my way.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Chop it up with that shit. Him and I just recently talked with Killer Priest. Hopefully we make that happen and shit from Wu-Tang shit. So.
No. But yeah, Paradise is like that right there. I look forward to that, man.
Yeah.
Paradise, like he's getting a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I'm sure that's gonna be a great.
Yeah. He's helping out all the hip hop museums out there in New York. All the hip hop museums.
I might be able to get Brother Jay because we have a dinner at the mosque tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
And Ramadan and his first cousin and his brother are both FOI members, and we all go to the same mosque up under the same. We up under the same. You know what I'm saying? Same service.
One thing I noticed about interviewing guests like from New York, LA, the Bay Area, wherever they're from, Houston, Miami, whatever, they all got some kind of ties to Detroit. Everybody, and they all got good stories to tell about Detroit. I mean, even Cuban Link said he got Terror Squad. Shit was getting thrown at him from Detroit, but then he said he came back after he wasn't fucking with Fat Joe, and he was in the studio with the Nine and Eminem and shit. He was in there recording after he wasn't with Terror Squad no more and shit. Wow. Somebody else, he's doing with that dealing with that blackball and shit, but which is kind of fucked up. But I mean, it is. I think Fat Joe's starting to feel the pressure a little bit now and shit. And it is what it is. We had Mr. Leon here from Drink Champs, and he was like telling us like they didn't make a dime for like the first 8 months. Drink Champs. He was like they didn't make a dime. They just did it for the love of hip hop and shit. So, I mean, fucking it's not so easy. Like everybody got a show and all that, so it's always, you always got to be creative, try to find something different. If you had any advice for anybody out, any of the young cats coming up in the rap game, DJing, whatever, in hip hop, whatever you do, whatever your element of hip hop is, what would it be?
Share much as you can with your parents, man. Let things start with your parents, bro. If you got a parent, one parent, two parent, you can kind of be transparent with your parents before you get out the house in this wicked world, and you ask to borrow money, you want to flip a sack to go put a record out and all that shit off. Man, see how you can hold on to your parents as much as you can. If y'all can work out a credit card, a debit card on your career, you know, shit like that. You know, that's one thing I wish I could have did more. You know what I'm saying? Because you out here, you gotta talk with your face and all that sort of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like try to borrow money, or you know, you borrow some money, they want to put you in a game, shit like that. So hold on to your parents, bro. It's like for real. If you could say, yo, mom, let's put $1,000 on the debit card to put my record out. You know what I'm saying? That's your record label right there. You know what I'm saying? You getting out in the street, bro. You fuck around, see so much unwanted shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
real talk.
That's the best I can tell you, bro. For real.
Yeah.
Maybe a shock to you. Some of them I know.
You ain't got get a big homie, man, and you know, understand them. You know, it gotta be some real understanding and real sweat equity with each other. You know what I'm saying? So.
You think that's something Detroit might have been lacking back in the days, like how New York rappers, you hear the stories like Jay-Z's, the Biggies, all then they was getting protected like by the drug dealers and shit because they knew they was gonna be coming up in the rap game and making money and shit. And I know there's a select few that were getting protected by the drug dealers, but do you feel like in Detroit that was something that didn't happen? It was more like the drug dealers was trying to be rappers too, not just the rappers. You had to compete with the drug dealers.
What?
No, I just think that the education really wasn't there. I don't think in the beginning. I don't think Nick's Records and a lot of them guys, Brian Piccolo and Joe Bryant, them guys wasn't really trying to be rappers. I think You know, they were just trying to, you know, emulate what they seen from New York, you know, doing what they did. I think it was we just was lacking a lot of lawyers and a lot of managers, a lot of entertainment lawyers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you can't really name too many really fighting for artists here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's still that way to this day. So it ain't too many Paul Rosenbergs for Eminem. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of ground up hustling lawyers with the artists or hustling managers. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah. Like that's one thing. We're starting to get used to it now, but we weren't used to seeing people with video cameras everywhere. Where you walk down the street filming movies, videos.
Right.
It wasn't like that in Detroit and shit. Like New York and LA and shit, where it was normal. When you see the yellow tape, you think somebody got shot, something like that. You think they filmed a movie. I was just telling Blatonio that the other day about Eminem.
The video.
It was him and Jordan Lucas shot a video over there by Del Rey over by my neighborhood in Southwest. And they had it all taped off by the bridge going over and there by where the Boblo boat was parked. And they actually filmed some of the video on the Boblo boat where Jordan Lucas was like waking up on it and all that. We thought we were riding by. We thought somebody actually had got murdered or something. And that's why it was taped off. But found out M was shooting a video down there and shit like a few years ago and shit. It's fucked up. We got that mind and shit. Like you see shit.
Right? Yeah, that's dope. Man, shout out to him.
So who's some of your influences, DJ Butter? Like, coming up, like.
Well, actually, you could mention like 5 from different generations, because I mean that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's sometimes harder. Was just saying if you could just like mention like when you was a kid up to, I don't know, high school, and then further from that. Let's see.
Well, actually, my cousin Mo Cheeks was a big influence on me. Him coming up, especially my dad, you know, coming out. You know, my father, you know, Jam Master Jay was a big influence on me. On Russell Simmons. Watching what Russell did with Crush Groove in the movie and watching him, you know, put that movie together, you know.
That movie had a big book too.
Larry Flint, I was a big fan of Larry Flint from Hustler's Magazine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Robert Townsend at one point when he did his Hollywood Shuffle and hearing how he invested all that money with credit cards to do his films and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, that was a big influence on me, man. You know.
What's DJ Butter bumping right now? If you jump in the ride, what would you be playing? What would you be listening to? What's on your
Probably like the Compton's one of the greatest hits, man. Late Night Hype or something like that, or man, that's a good one. Some oldies, man. You know, either that or some Detroit hip hop somewhere. You know, I'll be listening to some Jay Dilla or something. You know what I'm saying, or you know, some Street Lords or Blade or something like that, or you know, if I go New York, I go listen to some Marley Marl produced or something like that. You know, some Drop of Science, Tragedy or something, you know.
Oh, Tragedy, yeah, that's what's up, man.
Hell yeah.
This is dope. Yep, I like that.
Yeah, I know you were talking about like a whole bunch of the old school cats, like 200 old school MCs getting together type shit. We had a conversation with Just Ice from New York out here, and we told him we was talking about trying to get like a few old school Detroit MCs and a few young Detroit MCs to like sit around and talk and shit, like try to let the OGs like talk it up, tell them how like, look, dog, you need some guys, whatever and shit, give them game. And Just Ice was like, he was like, y'all can try it.
I like that. He goes, I like it, but don't
get your hopes up, dog. What do you say, Blatonio? How do you word it?
That's exactly how he goes. He goes, I like the idea. I love the, you know, that all that, but just don't keep just don't be disappointed because you can do it.
You gotta be optimistic, man. I mean, you gotta be optimistic. At one point, selling mixtapes, 99, 97, 95, man, the record stores was hard on me. They like fuck Detroit music. It was record stores were pretty much like that. Yeah, I can make more money selling.
Say the same thing about like why I think Detroit has been slept on at times is like what you're saying.
The stores was terrible. It was if I make a booty mixtape, I can pay my bill.
Right.
If I make something with integrity and the shit I like with my homeboys and stuff, they was hard on, but we have to change that. We have to be optimistic because the young look at the old like food if we don't, if we don't change it, man.
Right.
It start with you say you want to get the old and the young in one room. Okay, let's get Big Herc and his cousins in one room.
Right.
Okay, then who else got, you know what I'm saying? And then you put the Vezos and all that stuff in them. Right. But at least start from there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gotta be optimistic because Detroit shit gotta look cool in my house, man. I don't fuck all that shit, man.
Right.
I gotta be optimistic when it comes to, and I love hip hop generally. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I don't, it gotta look like a career in my house.
Yeah.
The talk, the feeling, the smell, our energy. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man.
Right.
I mean, as a person who's outside of Detroit and everything, but enjoy being, part of this podcast right here, and like know Detroit hip hop history. It's like, I feel like a badge of honor, like that. Where I just feel like I've noticed how many artists that we didn't know, on the West Coast, we didn't know that actually came from Detroit and stuff. But like, everybody thought they were from like almost from California or something like. I'm just gonna say.
Shit, we had Mr. Lee out here. He didn't even know that motherfucking Big Sean was from Detroit. He was like, Big Sean's from Detroit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Mr. Lee. Yeah.
Here's another fact too, man. Jay Dilla, right?
Yeah. Rest in peace.
He used to stay on my childhood block. The childhood block I'm on right now.
Right.
He's Log Cabin Street, right?
Okay.
Log Cabin and 6 Mile, right?
Yeah.
I know exactly what that said.
Where those 3 rappers got killed at.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's the same. It's the same block. You know what I'm saying? But when Dilla was over here, the whole hood thought he had dope. They thought he was a drug dealer.
Right.
Damn.
It's like, he produced for Janet Jackson. So what? He ride a Range Rover.
Yeah.
He got Busta Rhymes. It was foreign to them then. We kind of country and are supporting our own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Need to stop hating on each other and start helping each other out and shit, man.
Yeah.
House from home, man.
Well, no, I mean.
Go ahead, Blatonio.
Oh no, I was just saying, but on the real, I feel you on that. It's like, so they thought he was all dealing, so they thought he was Jay dealer more than they thought he was.
They thought he was a drug dude over here. It's easy to get mistaken like that because it was like, David Ruffin got fancy cars. Who was Dilla?
Right.
There you go. Yep.
Do we know Derek Coleman got a fancy car? Who was Dilla? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was.
That's facts. No, that's facts. So you got any stories you can share with us, like being on tour, on the road, studio, something that stands out in your mind, like a studio session or DJing a show or performing or anything like that?
Man, I was in Arizona with Esham, right?
Okay.
And we did a show, man, and I got up on the stage and the stage was soaking wet, man. And my table wasn't propped up right. So my system fell on the ground. And the crowd was like, kill the DJ, kill the DJ.
Oh, I get it.
They reference to my first album.
Places, though. That's what crazy. Yeah. What was it? Phoenix or was it Tucson? Yeah, I was gonna say.
think we was in Phoenix. Yeah, we was in Phoenix.
Because Phoenix, I know, is the most. That's our, yeah.
It was rowdy as shit, bro. It was rowdy. It was, you know, he was like, man, Butter, get their records. I don't want to see everybody. Get their records. I autograph them. Just bring them to the car. You know, all these suicidalists out here and shit. But
yeah.
You know, my turntables and shit hit the ground. Boom. I fixed my shit. Man, I fixed my shit in about 4 minutes, 3 minutes. And we rocked that mug, man.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, we rocked. It was good times with you on the road, man.
Yeah. That's why I thought I was like, yeah, I knew it had to be like probably Phoenix and shit.
Yeah. It was wild. It was super rowdy in there, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Phoenix is like pretty much our wannabe LA. You know, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna great to say that as a person. Yeah. Wannabe LA so bad.
Yeah.
You're gonna come get me, but all right.
Yeah, that's one story, man.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up. Like Arizona, all places. Though.
Yeah, that was a good time. Shout out to Mastermind, man, our driver. He drove us all around the world, man, without, man, he didn't have to shit, poo, to piss or nothing. I didn't understand. Man, he was so focused, man. Shout out our driver, man.
Shout out Gary Reed, Mastermind, yeah.
Shout out Gary. Shit.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to put out there? Like, if people want to get at DJ Butter, what's the best way to get a hold of you and shit?
Yeah. I mean, like if you got beat tapes coming out, or you know, like beat CDs or something, like people want to rap.
Y'all check it out. My projects. I got Sony Orchard distributing my records, man. Y'all could check for that. Y'all could check me out on at DJ Butter on IG. Check us out at Funky Fresh in the Flesh on YouTube. That's THA the Flesh THA. You know, this check me out. I got a DJ Butter Facebook page. You know, hit me up on IG, man. I'll give you the lowdown on what's going on. Y'all stay tuned for, you know, check me out on White Label Radio. I'm doing that every Monday. It's a station out of California that got an app. You got to get an app to hear me every Monday. So go to White Label Radio and get the app. Follow them on IG. Get the app. Y'all hear me every Monday. I got like 60 shows on the station already. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just keeping it going, man. You know.
That's dope. Yeah, we're not just thinking about, but we're making a move. We're still going to be on YouTube, but we're going to be on Roku over this summer. We're getting on Roku and shit, but they help you out. They build you an app, website, all that shit, so it's pretty dope. It's worth it, I think, and shit, for how much for the service they give you and shit. Because we like to think of ourselves as just a show, not just a podcast, because we bring live guests. Then we sometimes we talk about just shit going on in the world and shit. We play music, underground music. We celebrate Detroit always, but we celebrate artists from all over. And it's definitely an honor to have you on, because DJ Butter, you definitely a legend. And I always try to have, we have 8 guests, we have 8 guests a month. We always try to get 4 of them to be from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we got DJ Butter to represent for Detroit and shit.
Thank y'all, man.
Absolutely. No, I mean, I was gonna say I'm trying to get better at what I've been doing. I'm fairly new to doing the promo type stuff and all that. So if there was anything you want me to do as like a recap, let me know too.
I appreciate the effort, man. For real, y'all making it, making it a reality for all of us. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and if we're doing it Thursday, I mean, we'll be all tuned together in the same building.
Okay.
I don't know who else is going to be there. So yeah, the Sting.
Thursday night's going to be live at the Sting on Michigan Avenue and shit. So Brother Marquis is going to be in the building. Dice.
Okay.
He's performing. And yeah, like we talked to Lowe's, Jack Frost. They all said they rolling up there. So we got pretty much everybody we talked to.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can make it. I'm gonna try to make it down there to y'all, man.
Yeah, I know. Rest in peace, Proof. I know that was one of his spots and shit. Because I remember, because you know.
Yeah.
That was one of Proof's
When I heard Sting, I'm like, I thought about was Proof.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Used to be in the Sting, because that's over in my neighborhood. I'm like, yeah, that was Proof's spot and shit. That was one of his spots.
Yes. Rest in peace, Big Proof, man. For real.
Proof. Yeah. We appreciate you coming on, DJ Butter. We gonna play a little bit more music after we done with the interview and shit. But if there's any shout outs you want to give, anything else you want to put out there,
we're having a good time with us because like that's that's what we about. We like
in the future, yeah.
Well, man, shout out to all of Detroit hip hop, all the Detroit MCs, Detroit DJs, King David, B-Boy Reds, everybody that I work with, man. Y'all, thanks for rocking with me, man. Rest in peace to my homeboy Illy Ill. I ain't gonna never forget about you, homie. And Jam Master J, rest in peace, man. Thank y'all, man, for all y'all doing, for real.
No, that's good. You got to meet him too. Like to get that opportunity.
To meet one of your heroes that had to be a dope experience.
Yeah, that was super dope, man. Yeah. Rest in peace, for real, man. Yeah. And thank y'all for the support, man.
Yeah, much love, DJ Butter. Like I said, I put the link for Funky Fresh in the Flesh in the description. I put the link to find the album on all major platforms and shit. So
Good dope sells itself. Go get that. Pace One.
Yeah.
DJ King David, B-Boy Reds.
Yes, sir.
School Biz, y'all. I appreciate it, man. For real.
And if you want anything like some promo we could put through there, like for like a recap, just let me know what you kind of want seen in it, because that's what I'm trying to do and get figured out.
Okay.
We'll flip it on there for real.
Thank y'all, man. Y'all look out for the new video with 4 Eyes. It's called Watch It Smoke. It's produced, filmed, directed by my man Ultramax7. Shout out DJ King David once again, New Jersey. What up, though? Stand up. My dog going crazy on. If my dog trying to get me off the phone.
Oh, right, yeah. And then, hopefully I get to meet you, man. It'd be an honor, man, to meet you.
Word. Yeah, we will. I'll make sure I get some product to y'all.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I was like, I'll be out there till next Saturday. So,
okay. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for coming on with us. Yeah.
Y'all,
salute, family.
Y'all take care, man. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, bro. DJ Butter, y'all. That was DJ Butter, y'all. Live in the building. I said, check out Funky Fresh in the Flesh. Down there in the description below. Check out the album.
I guess you said it.
DJ King David, dope sells itself. Good dope sells itself. Make sure you check it out. Hold on, let me cut him out. I don't know if he knew if he got to end it and shit. That was DJ.
Oh man, he comes back on. He can stay on with us like till we end the show. Well, that's all I was gonna say. We weren't even ending the interview, so if he's still on,
Oh yeah, exclusive April 26, 2023, y'all. We don't know who it's gonna be to be announced. Hosted by Jay Dilla, Brother King X, and the Blatonio Todd. All 3 in the D. 8 p.m. Get
all
ready.
3 in the D. Yep, all 3 in the D. 3D.
Man in the hood walking down the sidewalk.
So what's let me think of it, see a track. Let me go on the round table. I'm gonna find a track that we can play. Some old school Detroit shit.
Some old school?
Yeah.
Man, play some J to the D.
J to the D. All right, we can go to J to the D. That's what's up, yeah. All right.
That's what I was gonna say.
Any certain song from J to the D?
What's that?
Sack Chaser.
Yeah, man, yeah. Because, like, for me being late to the party on that, man, yeah, that shit's dope. Yeah.
I got the video right here. Let's get it. J to the D, Sack Chaser. On the Good Smokers Podcast.
He walking by the block back.
Man, these girls out here trick, man. I'm hip, they always be stacked. But them 20 boys will not be tricking out they bitches like that.
Oh, you the J to the D?
Hey, step up my man.
Oh, it's like that? Why is it like that? I tried to talk to you but couldn't get no rap. Not because it was ugly, but the pockets wasn't fat.
You say that I'm cute, but I ain't got no loot, so ain't no way in hell I'ma hit the boots, cause you're a skeezer on a mission for money. And if I got it, sure, you're gonna be my honey. But if I'm broke, you say the hell with me, you need cash, not a nice personality. That's how you think you got a one-track mind, a pretty light-skinned chick and some denim climbing. But you're slacking, girl, and yet you think you got class, but all you got going for you is the real thing. I don't know, sometimes it make me wonder, all you do all day is call different beeper numbers. You're out cold, chasing all the guys, and all they really want to see is the hairy thighs. But you can't see that on the first grade level. It's like a hell for freaks, and you're an info devil. Don't know why I'm dissing, I shouldn't be talking about you, because like kids, freaks are people too. So I guess I'll chill out now. I'm on a roll, and I'm telling the story how it needs to be told. You're a sack chaser. I got a bet to say bet, I catch the butt, you play me low. What else should I expect from a sack chaser? You love nice clubs and consuming for drinks with a little cash. Just tickle your pink, riding around with your friends. Really let's find a Benz or a guy with a beaver. You think you got ends, you'll be on it like a hornet. Think you had what you wanted, you got a hell of a body. So go ahead and flaunt it, you're a sacker. And that's the sack is best. You won't talk to a guy unless he's fresh. And if he's fresh with no money, you're back in the wind. Trying to luck up this time and get a paid boyfriend. At the rate that you're going, you won't travel far. You want to ride in a vet, buy your own damn car. It's now 90 love and breaking hearts is ill. You break the wrong one and you might get killed. You never took the foreign point to make ends meet, cause your man's a gangster and you're his freak. The only reason that you love him cause he's rolling like Nolan. But the thing you love most is the bank he's holding. He's pumping and grinding, trying to make a buck. And all you gotta do to make him is lay around us. You're not a prostitute, you're much higher than that. Find a guy that's rolling and try to live off the sack. A real skeezer. I couldn't be your man if every chick was like you. I'd just make love in my hand cause you're a sack chaser. Now when I hollered at you, you play me oh so low. Now you're on the bandwagon cause it's all the benzo. But it's losing 9 because the fat lady singing, that means it's over. So you could just stop scheming. You wouldn't even speak when I ain't have nothing. Now you're acting for my beeper number all of a sudden. Yeah, right, I play along till you two come through, hit the booth. And then I'm dissing you. I wouldn't claim you as my chick, just someone I know. If you want my opinion, you can sack chaser. You let material things control your life. Another protege of Mike Tyson's wife. To love him and leave him, that is your game plan. But before you leave him, you get all you can. You got links and minks, all the brand name things. But as it dawned on you about the self-esteem, you do it to a guy on the strip that he's paid. Yeah, he's got a jag, but he could have AIDS. But you being the dummy never thought about that. If you die from a disease, what good is a sack? I can tell you were a sack and buy your clothes and things. You're wearing ostrich boots and $100 earrings. To the ghetto chicks, you're considered a star. Cause you wear much Gucci and drive a drug dealer's car. You can look back on the days you scarred your knees. I saw you on 7 Miles chasing Cherokees, just fast. Fast walking, fast talking every day of your life. It was the sack you was talking. Only cares for yourself, damn the heart you torn. The kind of girl that likes the guy for the wolf he has on. But you can't squeeze me cause I ain't like those guys. I couldn't see it with Betty Davis eyes. But now I'm getting mine. If you caught the face, but don't even smile at me. Cause you're a sack chaser. You understand me? You don't understand nothing, you understand me.
J to the D, Sack Chasers. 1990 Detroit throwback. Rest in peace, J to the D. Shout out DJ King David in the building. Thanks for tuning in, family. We got a special guest, August, coming up on the next episode, on episode 189 with Blatonio. Todd will be here in Detroit. He's flying in on that day, so he'll be here. And you never know who's going to be on the Good Smokers podcast with us.
Who it's going to be?
Yo, I'm going to go ahead and play this the commercial again. It's time for another commercial break.
What up, dog? The Horse Trainer presents for one night only, Thursday, April 27th, an unforgettable event you don't want to miss. Celebrating 50 years of hip-hop at the legendary Sting nightclub, with live performances by Mr. Nasty as he wanna be himself, Brother Marquise from 2 Live Crew, and the neighborhood shit talker himself, Dice, rocking one stage for a memorable epic experience. DJ hosted by DJ Henhouse. We will also be having an ass-slapping contest you will just have to bear witness to. Sponsored by Monte Cristo, MG Diamonds, and the Hood Smoker Podcast. You heard? Don't be scared, just be there.
Hey, y'all ready for this? Yo, y'all ready for this? Yo, what up, Doe? What up, Doe? Yo, what up, Doe?
2 live Thursdays. You don't want to miss that. And the Hood Smoker Podcast will be in the building. We got Mr. Goat who's going to be in the building. A lot of people going to be in the building. DJ King David, it's at the Sting, yo. It's Thursday. It's a Thursday. Nobody got nothing else better to do on a Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? But I got some shit I got to get to. I got some blunts I got to get. That's why I haven't even smoked, because I actually ran out of wraps and smoked right before this. So I actually got to shoot to the store. And Word had me stressing. That's why we had a late start. Southwest Word and shit. I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck they hear and shit? Like, I don't know shit about this motherfucking internet shit. I need an engineer to do this shit for me. I'm like, god damn. But anything you want to say, Blatonio and shit? We got Hush coming up a week from today, Saturday. That's gonna be a dope ass episode.
That's gonna be dope. Yeah. Stay tuned. I think wanted people to know that we're gonna be probably having a couple like unexpected lives that might come from time to time that we could share. Tune into Blatonio on Facebook if you're not before, because when I head out to the D, you never know where I might.
Yeah. So follow Blatonio Todd on Facebook, because he's going to be going live and shit like that the whole time when he's in Detroit and shit, so you can see what's happening and shit, what's popping in the D, you know what I'm saying? So,
If you don't like me, you might like the people I may have on with me. That's what I'm saying.
When I heard what sounded like
we roll with legends, you know what I'm saying? Straight legends. That's how we roll. Hood Smoker. Because now the Hood Smokers inside the joint.
Smokers inside the joint.
Brother King X, you still in the building?
I'm still in the building.
Anything you want to say before we get up out of here? I know we got the homie DJ King David still tapped in. What up, though? Mad Butcher, you still watching?
What up, David?
Well, there you have it.
What up, though? I just want to say what up, though, to everybody. Much love to everybody that's part of the Hood Smoker participated. Name, love, everybody the same. Peace.
Shout out to my two brothers right here on here with me as well. Brother King X, just better.
Yeah, salute. Brother King X, Blatonio Todd. I'm Jay Gutta. This is the Hood Smokers Podcast. Shout out DJ Butter. Make sure you check them out. Like I said, them links are down there.
Shout out KDT, I'll say as well. That's what I'm going to say.
No doubt. Much love. It's the Hood Smokers Podcast, and we out. Salute.
Salute.
We are like that.
What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast, the hottest #1 podcast based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, Jay Gutta, Brother King X, Blatonio Todd, and the rest of the Hood Smoker Squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or two, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude, and get ready as we snap into the